David D. Simons here, recording another episode for How I Discovered My Gift. This is a solo edition, and I'm excited to share with you today about what's done in the dark comes to the light, the good edition, right? So you often hear that phrase, what's done in the dark comes to light. Oh, what's done in the dark comes to the light, right? And it's true. What's done in the dark comes to the light. But oftentimes when you hear that phrase, guess what you're thinking about? Oh, they did something bad. They did something really bad. They messed up. They're gonna get it. It's gonna come. The truth is gonna reveal itself. These people are slipping, tripping, or whatever it is. Well, today we're talking about the good version because that principle also works in a good way. So meaning that if I do something in the dark, right, hidden, that's good, it actually can be seen as something good into the light as well. Let me give you a great example of this. Think about a tree. Think about a tree that has fruit. An apple tree, as an example. An apple tree grows in the dark, in the roots, under the ground, before you can see it. Nobody can see the fruits of the apple tree while it's being built in the ground and it's formulating, developing its roots and growing into what it's going to become. Just like a lot of times that entrepreneur, maybe this is you. You're working hard late at night, in the dark, midnight, late at night, early mornings, and you're putting in the work. Nobody knows that you're doing all this work. Nobody knows that you're having a lot less sleep and sacrificing your time and your energy, not even paying yourself so you can pay the others that help you to do the work that you do. Nobody knows all that you're going through, but you still keep putting in the work. And then eventually the light comes where people get to see the work that you've been doing in the dark and it comes to light. So a lot of times people see, oh, this person's an overnight celebrity. No, that person's been making things happen behind the scenes before they come to the front of the scene. And that's a powerful, powerful component of what's done in the dark comes to the light. So I'm going to share some scriptures with you that I believe will help you to really see this in full light. So Luke 12:2-3 says, for that reason, whatever you have said in the dark will be heard in the light. What you have whispered behind closed doors will be proclaimed on the housetops. So it's talking, the Bible's talking there like about what you've done again in the dark will be heard in the light. So be careful what you're saying, right? It can come to fruition. Luke 8:17 says, for nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest, nor is anything secret that will not be known and come to light. These are things that happen, right? As you, the things that are hidden, they come out to fruition. I mean, I'm not going to go into it, but there's a lot of celebrities that are getting some exposure for things they've done in the dark that was hidden and it's coming out to the light, right? But that's on the negative side. On the positive side, that work, that prayer, that prayer time, that time you spend with God, and I think that's in vain sometimes, but it's work that you've sowed in, and then it comes to fruition. I love, and speaking of prayer, I love this scripture, Matthew 6:6, which says, but when you pray, go away by yourself, shut the door behind you, and pray to your Father in private. Then your Father, who sees everything, will reward you. This is really critical for us to understand, because when you understand that all of the blessings and the things that you see on the outside, there's something that somebody did in the dark that you didn't see. There's whenever somebody's developed to become what they're great at, they did a lot of work that you can't see. I love sports, especially basketball, and I talk about him all the time on the show. Like Kobe Bryant, amazing athlete, and he does his work in the dark. He did his work in the dark, and when nobody's watching, right? All those amazing shots we see, all those amazing, like, how did you make that? How did you do that? It's the work done where nobody's seen. A lot of people call it the unseen hours. What are the unseen hours that you have in your life? If you don't have these unseen hours, I'm going to challenge you to develop more unseen hours. It's cool to be on social media and leverage all these things, but what are you doing behind the scenes when nobody is watching? What are you developing? What are you working on? How are you improving yourself? What books are you reading? What what things are you doing to develop yourself? What time are you spending with God? What is going on in your mindset and all of those components? So I want to challenge you this day to think about how you can put more work in the dark so that things can come to the light. And if you already have been putting more work in the dark, I congratulate you because it can't be hidden. One of my mentors, Dr. Delator McNeil, says greatness can't be hidden. You're gonna get found out. People are gonna find out that you're great. They're gonna find out that you're excellent in your work, and more people are gonna know about it, and more people are going to be served by it. So make sure that you put that work in, and don't be afraid. It might not happen overnight. It may take you a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it takes. You got to understand that just like great things in nature take time to produce, like that fruit, great things in real life take time to produce. So don't be afraid that and feel like, things aren't working for me. I want to tell you a quick story that I hope blesses you. Um, I've been working on this business, Kingdom Social Media, for the last 7 years, right? And it's it's only in this last year that we started to see people recognizing our work and the appreciation of our work to the levels that people are like, wow, I respect your work. I respect your fees. They don't balk at what we charge. They value what we do. And that didn't come by just deciding to, change what we do. It came by people seeing what that we've been putting work in when nobody's watching, right? That's how that comes about. God allows you to be seen. And I've been saying this for those around me, that this is the year of visibility. This is the year of get everything you can do. You do everything you can to get more visible this year. All the people that have been in the dark, guess what? This is your time to shine. And it's funny. I mean, just the other day, just yesterday, I was listening to a pastor live, and he spoke a word about this year, that from believers, that this is a year of visibility. And I was like, wow, this is what I've been saying since all December, that this coming year is a year of visibility. And I got some great things cooking. So for those loyal listeners, tune in to what we got coming. We got some amazing things coming this year that will impress you, I hope. And so I want to encourage you that if you haven't been putting the work in the dark where nobody's seeing, it's time to put in that work. If you have been putting in the work, keep putting in the work. Guess what? You're going to be visible this year and these years to come. So don't be afraid of putting that work in, and you will shine. So thank you for tuning in. I hope to catch you on the next episode. Be blessed.